We are on the air. Greetings, everyone, wherever you are, whenever you are, and welcome to live coverage of Orioles baseball, where this afternoon the Baltimore Orioles will complete the third and final game of a three-game series against the Cincinnati Reds at Great American Ballpark. How you doing, everybody? This is your old pal Steve here, a.k.a. the BirdWatcher, or BW, or B-Dubs, whatever you want to call me. Happy to have you back if you're returning, fellow birdwatchers, and a big hello to those that might be new to my channel. It would be no surprise. This channel just started for the 2024 season. The mission is to cover every Orioles baseball game for the entire season and postseason. And so far, the turnout for this crazy mission I'm on has been fantastic. The channel has seen some great growth over the first, I guess it's been about 5 weeks now. And the idea is for a community of fellow Oriole fans scattered around the globe like I am. I'm way on the other side of the planet, 12 time zones away from Baltimore. And I know there's a lot of other people out there that don't have the opportunity to watch the game on TV or listen to it on the radio. You can watch it with me, the BirdWatcher. I'll be here to cover the game, play-by-play commentary. And we have the Charm City chat here as well, where you can choose. You can participate, chat along with fellow birdwatchers, or just sit back and enjoy the presentation as it is. It's up to you. Either way, I hope you like it, and if you do, you can show it by pressing the thumbs up right below your screen. Go ahead and do it now if you're here. I'd appreciate it. And also think about subscribing. Let me go ahead and call a game a little bit for you, let you know it's worth your time. But think about it, okay? I'll bring it up later. But, we're going to try and rush through a quick intro here because I think we're going to actually start today on time. Unlike the first two games of this series. Pitching matchups today. We have Dean Kramer on the hill. Dino coming in with a record of 2-2, ERA of 4.19, a healthy whip of $1.08, 34 1/3 innings, 27 hits, 10 walks, 31 strikeouts. His main problem, the home run ball. He's given up 8. Typically, they are solo shots, so that's the thing that keeps him from being a disaster. But we're playing in a very small park today, a very homer-friendly park. It's been low-scoring games these first two games, but that is not the norm, folks. So Dean Kramer's propensity for giving up the home run ball combined with the park we're playing in today, that is a concern. Meanwhile, for the Reds, they will counter with southpaw Nick Lodolo, who has probably been their best starter in the rotation so far this season. He's only made 4 starts, averaged 6 innings per start, and a record of 3-0, an ERA under 2, and a whip well under 1. I mean, the numbers look really good. 31 strikeouts and only 15 hits in 24 innings, 6 walks and just the 1 home run. So it's going to take something today. This might be the one that's going to be tough. We're going for the sweep, but luckily we got 2 wins in hand, and no matter what the result is today, it was a successful series. And after this, we get a day off. We come back to the Baltimore, Washington area to take on the Nats. It's pretty much a home game, folks. We're going to be right back home. Everybody's going back home with a day off and then playing in D.C. for 2 days. In fact, I want to check out the pitching matchups now that we're only a game away. So, yes, today is game number 34 of the season, folks. 33 games in the books, and the Orioles are on pace just like you want to see, averaging 2 wins out of every 3. A record of 22-11. They're 10-4 away from Camden Yards. Looking good. Let's take a look at these lineups. In fact, I'll just have you look at them while I get the game up over here, because right now is the time of the day that I don't want to the 5 minutes between now and first pitch. I just want to make sure there aren't any issues with the game. The broadcast looks like it's already ready to go. And it looks like a nice day in Cincinnati. Hopefully it'll be a nice sweep for the Birds. The pitching has really carried us lately, folks. The offense has been struggling. The pitching has been covering up a bit of hurt at the plate. How much longer we can maintain winning in the ways we have. I mean, last night's win, I'm still trying to figure out how it happened. I'm still trying to figure out how we got out of there without at least giving up a tie after Craig Kimbrel's less than stellar outing. Here is the lineups. Here are the lineups. Learn some English, Steve. And then I'll say hi to folks in chat. Hey, we've got Gunnar Henderson getting a day off from shortstop. He's going to DH today. He deserves it. Between that and then a day off tomorrow, Gunnar should be nice and rested, and then another day off on Thursday. So, yeah, this will be the week for Gunnar to get a little rest. So he'll DH today, lead off. Rutschman behind the plate. Even though there's a lefty on the mound, folks, I think this is the first time this year where we're facing a lefty and Adley's going to catch. McCann nowhere to be seen. Gunnar the DH. Ryan Mountcastle will bat third and play first base. Anthony Santander in the cleanup spot in right field. Jordan Westberg in the 5-hole at second base. Jorge Mateo, who's been in really good form, both in the field and at the plate lately, starting getting a little more playing time. He's going to be at shortstop today, his natural position to cover for Gunnar. Ryan McKenna will give Cedric Mullins a day off and play center. No eye rolling on McKenna. Give the guy a break. He's 2 for 5 with a home run. There's been worse players. He's got as many hits as Jackson Holiday, and he's definitely got more extra base hits. Colton Cowser will bat 8th. Play left field. He's back in the lineup after a couple of days off. And finally, Ramon Urias is in the lineup, playing third and batting 9th. For the Reds, Will Benson will lead off and be in center field. Ellie De La Cruz, the shortstop. In the 2-hole, Spencer Steer in left will bat third. Jake Fraley in right will be the cleanup hitter. Christian Encarnacion Strand is at first base. He will bat 5th. Jonathan Indy at second base, batting 6th. Nick Martini, making his first appearance of the series, will DH and bat 7th. Santiago Espinal at third base, batting 8th. And finally, Luke Maley. Or is it Molly? Molly? Maley? It's Maley, right? There's a catcher named Luke Maley, I think. M-A-I-L-E. Maley, right? Okay. He's hitting a robust 156, 7 for 45. Hey, we've got Urias batting 8 for 48, 1-6. Maria, are you doing all right over there? We seem to be having a one-person conversation. Right. Okay. Idaho is doing well with rain. Well, that's good to hear. Book Doc, how are you doing? Yankees will fall because I predicted it in November. My nickname is Nostradamus. Oh, okay. Blame the hash. Oh, were you trying to spell Nostradamus? I'm not sure. I can believe you. Isaac, how you doing? You got the brooms out? Hey, David, how are you? Bill, good to have you back. Daniel, greetings. Patrick, hello. 5 is better than 3. All right, we've got some controversial math in the chat. Baxter, how you doing? Jeffrey, Let's get a sweep. All right. Is that everybody? All right. We're about to get started, folks. Nick Lodolo is on the mound. We just had our little page refresh here. Gunnar Henderson is going to stride to the plate. Again, he's going to DH today. And we are set for baseball. Lodolo, four-seam fastball. He throws it 52% of the time. Curveball is his secondary pitch. Throws that about 28.5%. And then that changeup to sort of keep hitters honest. He'll work that in about 16% of the time. And then a rare sinker. Fastball, breaking ball, changeup. That's what we're working with from this lefty. He's been good. I want to see what makes him so good. The Reds are wearing their traditional all-white uniforms for the only game this series. And the Orioles in their traditional road uniforms. Baltimore across the chest. Hey there, Cam. Hey there, Ryan. And a reminder, folks, your boy the BirdWatcher coming at you from the other side of the planet. So happy 3:12 a.m. to all of you. That's what time it is for me. I've got some very strong coffee in my hand. I'm going to sip on this like an IV for the next few hours. Here we go. Gunnar Henderson is ready. Lodolo. First pitch is in there for a strike. A fastball, top of the zone. 93 miles per hour. Henderson batting .280. Still in those 10 home runs. Next pitch is fouled back. And Lodolo quickly ahead of Gunnar, 0-2. You can see the crowd coming in on these angled shots of the pitcher coming down every row of the every section of the ballpark. They're filing in. This one is upstairs, and the count is 1-2. It's a good idea, Chris. Let's sweep the Reds. Hello from Greece. Hello, Greece. Greece representing. Here's a breaking ball popped up behind the plate. Maley will make the catch. And again, that's Maley, ladies and gentlemen. Luke Maley, the catcher, with a foul pop-up from Gunnar Henderson. One away for Adley Rutschman. Rutschman has been on a tear. And he's also been really, really good all season, hitting right-handed against left-handed pitching. He's hitting .321 now in the season, 4 for 8 in the series. And he takes a first pitch strike. And the next offering is a little bit inside. 1 ball and 1 strike to Adley Rutschman. By the way, I came up with a brilliant home run call for Adley. Next time he goes deep, you're going to love it. There's a called strike. I'm telling you, I got a home run call for Adley that is so good, it might go viral. It just might go viral. It might blow up the BirdWatcher channel. All right, I've built it up too much. But believe me, you'll get hype. You'll get hype. Swing and a miss. Rutschman chases the curve low and strikes out. That ball moves. More of a sweeping curve than a traditional curve. And Kevin Brown on the Masson broadcast just saying, sure looks like a sweeper instead of a curve. So me and Kevin Brown, we're like 2 peas in a pod. Here's Ryan Mountcastle. He fouls away the first pitch. The 0-1 is just inside. The ball had caught the corner of the zone according to the diagram there on the screen, but Lodolo does not get the call. 1 ball, 1 strike. And there's a swing and a miss. That breaking ball, I can see what makes Lodolo tough. It's that breaking ball. Here's the 1-2. That's high. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 out, nobody on, just getting started here on Sunday afternoon at Great American Ballpark in Cincinnati. The Orioles have won the first 2 games of the series, looking for the sweep. This is lifted in the air to left. Long run, and this ball is going to drop and bounce up against the wall for extra bases. Ryan Mountcastle will cruise into second and turn on the sprinklers. It's a 2-out double. Ryan Mountcastle's 9th of the season, and the Orioles have a 2-out rally cooking. That ball just kept carrying and moving further and further away from the left fielder. In steps Anthony Santander, who starts the day after going 0 for 8 so far in the series with an average right at 200. And he swings and misses at that sweeper or curve, whatever you want to call it. I'll just call it his breaking ball. I'm just going breaking ball for the rest of the day with Nick Lodolo because that thing's got some hard break. 0-1 on Tony. And the pitch is swung on and missed at a pitch that bounced in there. My goodness. It's got to be hard to pick up out of his hand. I mean, that's the thing with these sweepers. If you don't pick it up out of the hand, you're done for. You're done. Santander is hitting .270 against lefties this season, and he lines one into center field for a base hit. On an 0-2 count, Tony Taters comes up with an RBI single, and the Orioles take an early 1-0 lead. How about that? Anthony Santander. I Santander you to give up on Tony. It may not be a Tater, but Tony gets us on the board, and the Orioles lead 1-0. 2-out rally. Double by Mountie. Single by Tony. That was 107 miles an hour off the bat. He squared that one up. And talk about squaring up. Westberg going deep to right field. Bye-bye, birdie! It's a Great American Ballpark special. Jordan Westberg goes oppo into the short porch and right. His 6th home run of the season, and the Orioles have taken a 3-0 lead. Get some Westy. He's got power to all fields. Jordan Westberg, 6th home run already. This dude's going to hit 30 home runs. Unbelievable. That ball just popped off his bat. He went with it. He knows how to go with a pitch. He doesn't try to do more than he can do. Go with the pitch. Use the velocity of the pitch, barrel it up, and just carry it. Jordan can just hit the ball wherever he wants. 0-2 on Jorge Mateo, and he takes high for ball 1. Man, your boy's fired up. Jordan Westberg. I mean, I know the love for Colton Cowser was strong early. When he got hot, I know everybody loves them some Gunnar. They love them some Adley. Mountie's been fantastic. There's a swing and a miss as Mateo strikes out to end the inning. But, man, Jordan Westberg is quickly rising up your boys' ranks of favorite players to watch. I mean, he's doing it in the field, too. And it's $1 for a dinger. Hey, thank you, David. David hooking me up with the super chat. Hey, by the way, folks, I don't know if any of you were here with me yesterday. I didn't even mention memberships and super chats. I don't think. If I did, maybe it was once. But if you'll notice below, not only can you subscribe to the BirdWatcher channel, which, by the way, is absolutely free, and if you did only that, it would make me more than happy, believe me. But you can also join as a member to help support the channel and maybe, get a couple of perks. Now, the perks at the moment, they aren't too impressive. You get a little badge next to your name in chat. You got access to some special emojis. These are the little things that YouTube can help a small channel like me without. But other than that, I sort of have to grow the perks along with the channel itself, if you know what I mean. But yeah, become a member. You're saying, Steve, why in the world would I throw $3.99 for a month of your channel? Well, if I told you it worked out to about 17 cents a baseball game, that doesn't sound so bad, does it? It's not bad. And it also helps me get some new stuff, upgrade everything, make everything. Folks, look at this background. And I've already showed you my chair. Believe me, anything you guys do to help support the channel, going to go right back into it. So there's the sales pitch. Hey, Ryan Lust. Ryan with the $5 super chat. By the way, when you do that, folks, you are allowed to send a message. You can say whatever you want. I'll be more than happy to read it off, assuming it's nothing heavily politically charged. Okay, Dean Kramer's on the mound, and Will Benson at the plate. Dino's first pitch is up and away for ball one. But yeah, thank you, Ryan. There's $5 more to the BirdWatcher channel. And again, folks, until you see me wearing some bling or something, trust me, I'm not rolling in the dough. It's much needed cash to help grow the channel. Appreciate it. Hey, Cantankerous, how you doing? How you doing, Kelma? Patrick, what's up? This one's low and away to Benson. Patrick says he is the player doing anything for the Reds this year. Need a roster of Ellie's Rob. I guess you're saying Ellie De La Cruz is the only decent hitter in the Reds lineup? Yeah, they got a couple of tough injuries to deal with. Matt McLean is a good hitter. He's out. Will Benson's got a 3-1 count to start off the bottom of the first. Kramer's next pitch is swung on and fouled straight back behind the plate to run the count full. Thanks once again for the super chats, guys. David and Ryan. The payoff pitch to Benson is swung on, grounded to second. Nice pick there by Westberg. Throws to first in time to retire Benson. One away here in the bottom of the first. Westy now doing it in the field. Yeah, guys, I mean, it's so hard to pick a favorite player. I mean, for me, it's always been Adley because he just seems like he's that cornerstone, that foundation, that bedrock that you've built everything around on top of, and he can hold it all together. Here's Ellie De La Cruz, that is, takes a first pitch low and away for ball one. Ellie De La Cruz has looked the business in this series. He's a really talented player. Unfortunately, not a lot of help around him. And he takes a called strike one. We have managed to limit his damage. The Friday night game was a perfect example, as this one's upstairs. On Friday night, the Reds only had 2 hits. Both of them were Ellie's, including a double. He also had a stolen base. So if you're playing fantasy baseball and you had Ellie De La Cruz on Friday, you're saying, wow, Ellie did me well. I guess the Reds did okay. No, he did everything. Here's a swing and a miss, and the count 2-2 on De La Cruz. Nice splitter there from Kramer, and the 2-2 pitch is in the dirt. We've got a full count. By the way, speaking of TJ Friedel, I accidentally referred to Jake Fraley as TJ Friedel. You know, Fraley, Friedel. Swing and a miss. 95-mile-an-hour gas. Top of the zone. Couple inches above. Got Ellie to chase it and come up empty. Big cut by Ellie. Kramer wins that battle with the high gas. 2 away. So we've only got to deal with Ellie De La Cruz at the plate maybe 3 more times, and we're out of here. Here's Spencer Steer, takes a first pitch strike. Steer coming in with an average of 246. Had 1 hit yesterday, the only hit of the series. A single in 9th inning that almost got the Reds to even up the game. It got them their only run. It's the only run they've had in the series. The Orioles pitching this week has been nothing short of brilliant. They're giving up just about 1 run a game. Here's a chopper in front of the mound, or in front of the plate, I should say. Rutschman pounces on it, throws to first in time to win the inning. The Reds go 1-2-3. Dean Kramer gets his hands inspected. No sticky stuff, ump. Dino's on the up and up. We head to the second. So far, so good. The Orioles 3, Reds nothing. How y'all doing? How we doing? We've got the Reds representing hard. I love it. Hey, go for it, man. I feel you. I like to go into the Yankee stream sometimes, if you know what I mean, even when I'm not playing them. Sometimes the Yankees will be struggling, and I'll go into their chat, and I'll go, how you doing? Huh? Hey, what's the matter you, huh? What's the deal, huh? Why are you losing today? That is right. Yeah, I've got nothing but respect for the Cincinnati Reds organization. All right, well, let's just take Marge Schott out of the equation. But outside of Marge Schott and Patrick, look, I know it's been nearly 60 years, but I just want to tell you, thank you for giving us Frank Robinson for Milt Pappas. That really helped us out. That really turned us into a juggernaut. I appreciate that trade. Whew. Oh, I don't do it with any kind of regularity. Hey, forget about it, huh? Yeah, because the Yankee fans right now, they're all over Aaron Judge. They are so, Yankee fans are so ready to throw their own players under the bus whenever they're struggling. Like right now, Anthony Santander is struggling. I know Anthony Santander is not up there just, phoning it in. He's just struggling. Speaking of, he's at the plate right now. Or is he? Who is that? That's not Anthony. That's Ryan McKenna. Your boy needs new glasses when he's going to confuse Santander with McKenna. McKenna with a ground ball to Ellie De La Cruz. And he will ground out on a couple of pitches to begin the second inning. My goodness. Yeah, please. New chair. I need to start coming up with a list of priorities. Glasses and chair are definitely at the top. Yeah, I don't see color. Why? Not in a modern world. What's the point? Wow, Colton Cowser took a strike on a pitch the catcher couldn't even catch. What a weird-looking building over there. What is that? Who's watching Masson right now? That one's in the dirt. 1-1 on. Cowser's down to 274. 6 homers, 18 driven in. This one's hit foul, left side. 1 ball, 2 strikes to the milkman. You saw that, Rob? What did it remind you of? It looked like some kind of, it looks like one of those little pieces of a toy you step on in the middle of the night. All right, that is outside, and the count is 2-2 on Colton Cowser. Nick Lodolo giving up a 3 spot in the first. The Orioles out in front 3-0 here in the top of the second. This one is down in the dirt. All right, if you start throwing that sweeper that bad, I think you can lay off. Oh, yeah, props to Eric Davis. We enjoyed his stay in Baltimore. 5-tool player. A real baseball guy, Eric Davis. Colton fouls this one off. Full count, 1 out, nobody on. Lodolo about to throw his 30th pitch of the day. This one is off the plate, and the milkman has been delivered to first base. We have a 1-out base runner, and the number 9 hitter, Ramon Urias, will stride up to the plate. Urias batting just 167, but he's been okay in the little bit of playing time he's had the past 10 days or so. He's had a couple of pinch hits. Here's a swing and a miss. I mean, his average was about at 067 at one point. It's at 167 now. Baby steps. By the way, this is the 14th lefty we've faced this season. That is 2 behind the team who's faced the most. I thought it would be impossible for anybody to have faced more lefties than us, but I guess there are a couple of teams that have faced 1 or 2 more. 1-1 the count on Urias, and the pitch is a check swing, and the umpire says it's a strike. Whether by pitch or by swing, I'm not sure, but strike 2. Cowser at first, 1 out. And the 1-2 pitch. Whoop, first throw at first. Cowser back in standing. O's are taking it all the way this year. Will you take me all the way? I hope so. 1-2. This one's inside and low. 2-2. Keep working those counts. Baltimore, we've got a nice lead. Now let's work the pitch counts. Get Lodolo to Logogo. This one's inside. Good job by Urias to work the count full. Cowser might take off on this pitch. Try to stay out of the double play. Full count, 1 out. And there goes Cowser. And he's picked off. Oh, he took off too early. And Cowser is tagged out at second base. My goodness. Well, I told you he'd probably run. He went too soon. When you're facing a lefty, you've got to wait till he is, really in his windup. Not just lifting a leg. Lifting a leg is not enough. Cowser thought he got a good read. And Urias with a soft liner right to India, playing near the bag at second to win the inning. So just like that, a rally has gone by the wayside. The Orioles get a hit, get a walk. But the bases are left empty after Cowser is picked off. Going to second. We go to the bottom of the second, and it's the Orioles 3, the Reds nothing. Middle of the Cincinnati order, due up Fraley, Encarnacion Strand, and Jonathan India. What is going on? Cows run fast, but after 90 feet. Now, wait a minute. How fast does a cow run? And are you telling me they need 90 feet to, like, build up? Is it like a car, like getting up to speed? Reds had a bunch of solid teams since 90, just couldn't make it past the first round. Oh, yeah. Patrick, I guess you haven't been around for the first couple of games of this series. You know, it's not like I sit here and spend the entire stream, praising the Cincinnati Reds. But I've definitely been showing them the deserved respect that they're due because, they're a historic franchise, the Big Red Machine. They've had their fair share of series, both pennants and World Series championships, Hall of Famers. Some serious legends have played for those Cincinnati Red Stockings since 1869. 1869, folks. I think the Civil War ended like 2 years earlier. This team has been around. People were still like waiting for bruises to heal from the Civil War, and these guys were professional ballers, all right? Now, what I don't understand about becoming... Oh, is it 65? You sure about that? $1869, according to my Google here, dude. I'm looking at the 1869 Cincinnati Red Stockings, the first all-professional team. Dude. Oh, the war. Okay, I'm off by a couple of years. You get my point, David. Really? Really? I think it's close enough. Here's a fly ball to left field. Sorry, 4 years, not 2. Jeez Louise. Fly ball to left field for out number 1. I mean, I'm just trying to paint a picture here, David, you know? I'm sorry it's not pinpoint accurate, but I don't think the 2 versus 4 year difference between the end of the war and the beginning of the Reds is going to make my point any less, whatever. Ground ball to short. Mateo's got it over the first in time for out number 2. That was Encarnacion Strand grounding out on 1 pitch. Kramer with 2 quick outs here in the second. Patrick is still lost. See, David, you look what you've done. You confused everybody. All right, 2 outs for India. And the first pitch is right in there for a called strike. You got the whole stream off topic. Oh, we'll get right back into it. The 0-1 is up and in. 1 ball and 1 strike to India, who's batting .225. Did I really make fun of it? I want to play back what you consider to be making fun of it. I mean, I merely just pointed it out that I think that was the name you meant to write. And then I think I kind of said I knew what you meant. Was that making fun of you? Telling you that I knew what you meant? What was the insult? What was the joke? I don't know. I can't please everybody. Like, we got a long way to go in a ball game, and it is 3:40 in the morning over here for the BirdWatcher, okay? I mean, come on. Give your boy a break. Full count on Jonathan India. 2 down, nobody on. Bottom of the second. The Orioles ahead 3-0. Looking for the sweep. The pitch. Swing and a grounder to third. Urias across the diamond in time. Inning over. Dino. 6 up, 6 down. We go to the third. Baltimore up by 3. All right. It's almost like we're getting back into baseball talk suddenly. Right, so getting back to the War of 1812, what year was that? Joshing, be calm. See, that's what I love. Hey, I'm just, joshing you. Be calm about it. Isn't joshing isn't like the intent of joshing is to rile up the person? That's what the joshing is for. So I just love the mentality of, hey, I'm joshing you, but hey, calm down. Hey, I'm trying to get you to not be calm, but hey, whoa, pump the brakes. I've always never really understood that philosophy. The joshing, but then the hey, calm down. I don't know. I feel like you gotta just roll with one or the other. Feels a little unfair to have it both ways. Hey, I'm just busting your balls. Calm down. You know? It's like you either have to expect a person to maybe not take it as a joke, or they do, and it's fine. I'm fine. All I need is more coffee and maybe a Lucky. The Orioles have a 3-0 lead. All right. Calling games and spitting out psychology, I know. I'm a man of many talents. And we're all fine. Look, folks, it's a crazy world out there, all right? I don't have time for the minutia of some stuff. I got a lot of anxieties. That's why I live way the hell out here. Much less anxiety for your boy. Gunnar Henderson leads off the top of the third, takes a first pitch for ball one, and the next one is in there for a called strike. Gunnar 0 for 1 today. And there's a nice panoramic view of the ballpark. This one's lifted foul. Well, it's looked like, yeah, it's foul. The camera sort of looking at the third base side. There's a couple of World Championship banners up. Couple in the 70s, the 1990 one. Boy, remember that 1990 team, the Nasty Boys? That one's inside to Gunnar, the count 2-2. The Nasty Boys, who was it? Rob Dibble, Randy Myers, and help me out, Norm Charlton, right? There's a swing and a miss. Gunnar Henderson down on strikes. One out here in the top of the third. Yeah, it was Rob Dibble, Norm Charlton, and Randy Myers. 3 flamethrowers in that Reds bullpen back in 1990. You could not do... If the Reds had a lead after 6 innings, it was over. It was just over. Hey, the man, thanks for the super chat. By the way, once again, folks, just so you know, if you want, you can actually write a message in there. I think they only give you like 50 characters. Not sure why. Rutschman with a ground ball to third on a 1-0 pitch, and he will be thrown out at first for out number 2. 2 quick outs here in the top of the third. Best bullpen ever, says Patrick. Hey, as a Reds fan, I wouldn't blame. I would probably feel the same way. As far as a 1-2-3 punch go, I mean, how often can you sit there and name 3 dominant relievers from a team's bullpen from 35 years ago or whatever it's been? This one is fouled away by Ryan Mountcastle. Mountie got the 3-run rally started. Or did he? I don't know. He had a hit in his last at-bat. Yeah, it was a double. That's right. He doubled, but then we couldn't catch. No, yeah, he did start. All that came with 2 outs. All 3 of those runs. Starting with Mountie's double. He's got an 0-2 count on him now. Is that true, the man? I don't think that's true. If it is, I'm not aware of it. I honestly don't think that's true. I'll send myself a super chat if I have to, just to see if that's true. That would seem crazy to me that you wouldn't be allowed to leave a comment if you're throwing your boy a little bit of cash. Oh, it's true. Okay. Wow. Well, I will look at the settings and see if there's something I can do about that. When I set it up, I saw nothing that said that. I would never. Oh, I believe you. I believe you. Forgive me if I sounded too skeptical. I'm shocked. Because A, I saw nothing in the settings setting it up. And B, I just don't see why. Like, why? Why are you punishing somebody that is trying to at least throw a buck at somebody? Well, the man, I appreciate the donation, okay? And whatever you want to say it now, and I'll repeat it, okay? Anybody who sends $1, whatever message you want, just send it right after, and I'll be sure to read it out, okay? Ryan Mountcastle strikes out to end the inning. We go to the bottom of the third. 3-0 Orioles. Oh, no. The man is down to 9 cents on Apple Cash. What can you do with that? Let's get a new chair, for Christ's sake. I honestly, really. Hey, folks, I'll tell you what. My birthday's in 2 weeks. Maybe your boy will do a BirdWatcher birdathon or something. I'll sit here. I'll play some old Oriole highlight clips. And maybe we can have a fundraiser just specifically for a frickin' chair. I do not have plans on calling Ravens games. I'm just not an NFL. I like watching football, but not enough to. You know, I firmly believe you shouldn't be trying to call games unless it's like your number one live, eat, and breathe sort of sport. And for me, that's baseball. You know, yeah, my ass. Whew, this ass. I'm talking about the animal, by the way, and back in the field. You guys want to know? Look, who here hasn't seen the chair? Maybe there's somebody here who hasn't seen the chair. They can get an idea. They're wondering, come on, how bad can that chair be? What has it got? Metal spikes poking out of it? Well, nearly. Show us the chair. Oh, Christ. Chair. It looks like a torture device from a Saw movie, doesn't it? Like, I swear, I think maybe in Saw 4 or 5, this chair was used in some sort of trap. All right, Dean Kramer, first pitch, bottom of the third, top of the zone to Nick Martini for a called strike, and that was a generous call. Martini steps in with a 184 average, 3 homers, 15 RBI. He's pretty much a DH only. And with Means having pitched, what was it? Has it been Means and Irvin, the 2 pitchers in the series? Yeah, so that's why we haven't seen Martini yet till today. This one's upstairs. I say we haven't seen him. He did enter the ballgame late yesterday, but he didn't get a plate appearance, I don't think. 1-2 the count on Martini. This is why I need one of those stat guys sitting on my side passing notes to me to confirm or deny some of the claims that I make. I'm going off memory, and it ain't the best memory. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. Martini strikes out. I suppose it's not Martini time. 1 out in the third. Kramer looking good. This Reds lineup looking kind of like they've been looking. David tried to do a chair chant. It just didn't catch on. Espinal at the plate takes a first pitch strike. He's hitting a robust $176. Wow, how does his bat even halfway come around on that pitch? That one was way off the plate. He did hold up. But, man, why was he even going into a swing on that? 1-1 the count. This one's hit on the ground. And Mateo to his left. Nice range. Nice strong throw after a spin. Jorge Mateo playing his natural position and looking natural. That was a lot of movement to his left to get to that ball. He had to get a strong throw off, and he did. 2 down. The Orioles currently rank 5th in baseball in fielding percentage. Just another aspect of the game that they do well. Mateo had a great play yesterday on a throwing error that he went and picked up, and the runner got up to try to go to second. Yeah, it was Jonathan India. He threw out India after retrieving a ball that got away and threw a strike to nail him at second base. 1-1 the count on Maley, and this one's about a foot off the plate outside. 2 balls and a strike. I got to play volleyball with distant family. I hope it goes just like it does in Meet the Parents, the man. Get a good spike in, will you? Here's a fly ball to center. McKenna will trot in to make the catch, and the inning is over. We head to the 4th. Folks, it's been 3 perfect innings for Dean Kramer. 9 up, 9 down. Zeros across the nose. Oh! That's right, folks. Was that yesterday or 2 games ago where we had BW Dice Clay make an appearance on the stream? Yeah, take it easy, the man. Again, get in a good spike like Ben Stiller and Meet the Parents. That's probably my favorite joke in that movie. I don't know why. We've got middle of the order coming up. Anthony Santander, Westberg, and Mateo. I want to already see. Well, let's take a look at some out-of-town scores here. We got a rain delay in the Bronx. The Yankees up 5-2. Gosh darn it, in the bottom of the 8th. So they're looking in good shape to win again today. So all the more important for us to keep winning. I know winning the division doesn't have the importance that it used to, but if there's one thing I like, it's to be better than the Yankees. The Blue Jays are up by 1 on the Nats, 8-7. That's only in the bottom of the 5th. 5-5 tie in extra innings with the Mets and Rays. We've got the Red Sox up big on the Twins. Boy, it looks like that win streak is finally going to get snapped for Minnesota. Red Sox 9, Twins 2. At the end of 8, Mariners and Astros tied at 4. Royals up 2-0 on the Rangers in the 6th. We've got the Marlins. A night after the A's put up 20 runs. First pitch to Santander is low and away for ball 1. The A's coming in today with a .500 record, coming off a night where they scored 20 runs. Folks, the A's have got a chip on their shoulder. There's a called strike, bottom of the zone to Santander. Santander today with a hard base hit to help keep the line moving in that 3-run rally. Next pitch, that's a called strike. Bottom of the zone on the inside corner. Good location from Lodolo. The Dodgers in that big marquee matchup of the Braves, they're up 2-0 in the 4th. The Diamondbacks up 5-3 on the Padres. That's a called strike 3. Santander is out looking on a pitch at the bottom of the zone. 1 down in the top of the 4th. And then finally, some final scores. Pirates up 5-3 on the Rockies. The Guardians win again. 4-1 over the Angels. The White Sox win again. Chicago. South Side starting to represent. Here's a fly ball by Westberg to the opposite field. This does not have home run distance. This one is over toward the right field foul line. Jake Fraley makes the catch, and Westberg is retired. 2 out here in the 4th. And on the north side, the Cubbies shut out the Brew Crew, 5-0. And then later on, Sunday night game, Phillies Giants. Phillies coming in with a 23-11 record, but have only had a 4-6 record against teams with records above 500. They have had a nice, kind schedule. You still got to go out there and win games. I'm not saying the Phillies are a complete, what do you call it? They're no phonies. They're good, but they not be as good as their record is. We'll see. 0-2 the count on Jorge Mateo. He struck out in his first at-bat. This one's fouled away. So Jorge Mateo, I mean, he's sort of been the story of the week in terms of offense. Adley Rutschman's been hot, but we expect Adley to do good things most of the time. I think it's been Mateo's play in recent games that has sort of perked up the BirdWatcher here. There's a check swing. They will appeal, and no swing. 2-2 the count as Mateo is able to lay off a tough pitch. Ben McDonald saying them might have caught a break on that check swing. Well, it doesn't matter. He swings and misses on that sweeper on the next pitch to strike out and end the inning. This game is moving pretty fast, and considering what time this game is on for me, no complaints. We go to the bottom of the 4th. The Orioles ahead 3-0. Oh, speaking of view counts, folks, we've got a break in the action. I don't think I've brought it up yet today. Folks, we have a sub goal today. I said it at the beginning of this series, and gosh darn it, we need to get there because this is a special number. This is a special number to get to unlock the next step. I'm talking about getting 2/3 of the way to that first 1,000. I think we can get there today. How are we going to get there? With 10 more subs. Folks, there you go. There's your sub screen. 6, 5, 6. By the way, a couple of people have already subbed today. Thank you so much. But folks, if you're watching right now, this channel, look at this growth. Look at this. I mean, it's just been lights out. All right? Started from the bottom, now I'm here. Started from the bottom, now your boy is chilling here. There's a sub. Yeah, the goal today, folks, we are going for the devil. We are running with the devil. Ow! Let's get to 666. We're playing the Reds. We're playing the Reds. Let's get to the devil today. 9 to go. Of course, maybe this isn't the best sub goal number to go for. Maybe there's some people out there going, I don't want anything to do with this. I'm not getting you to your satanic number. All right, fine. How about 670? Whatever. Let's get there. Here we go. Bottom of the 4th. And a swing and a miss. Will Benson, top of the order. Why? Because Dean Kramer's not given up a single base runner. It's been perfect. First pitch, or next pitch, is on the outside edge for called strike 2. 0-2 on Benson. Low and away, 1-2. And your boy is in the mood for a lucky. He's starting to feel a bit jittery. Do you have the jitters? Reach for a lucky. It will calm you down. They're toasted. Swing and a miss. Will Benson with a big uppercut swing. Once again, Kramer going with the high heat and getting the Reds bats to chase. Dino is dealing. 10 up, 10 down. 3 Ks. Ellie at the plate now. And with Ellie at the plate, we do need to hang out over here because I'm telling you, I get nervous. First pitch is upstairs. That's the same pitch he struck Ellie out on in the last at bat. A high fastball. 1-0. That catches the inside corner. Thank you, ump. I mean, that was a strike, but the way Ellie turned on it, star players like that sometimes will get the benefit. 1-1 pitch coming from Kramer. Upstairs. He is definitely keeping it up. You would think that's dangerous, man. This small ballpark, this power hitter, what are you doing throwing fastballs up? He's just going to... Well, sometimes it's like poker. You kind of got to go against the grain. There's a called strike. And the count even up at 2-2. Sometimes you know that your opponent is expecting the traditional. So you go and you change up. A change up isn't just a pitch, you know. Sometimes location is a change up. 2-2. That one's popped up. Stay in play. It will not. That bounces into the dugout. 2-2 on De La Cruz. We'll be off the sub-screen in just a moment, folks. Again, your boy has his superstitions. He just has to go with his gut feelings on things. I just want to get through this De La Cruz at bat. It is 3-0 Orioles. After a 3-run first inning that started with 2 out, nobody on. 2-2 pitch. Inside, and the count goes full. All right, Dino. You're welcome, Real Nomad Unloaded. Payoff pitch to De La Cruz. Swung on. Left center. This one's going to be caught out there. The Milkman going toward the gap makes the catch. De La Cruz is kept under wraps once again. 2 out here in the bottom of the 4th, and your boy can now relax with a lucky. 9 out of 10 doctors prefer Lucky Strike. Studies have shown it improves your golf game. Spencer Steer at the plate. First pitch is ball 1. 2 out, nobody on, bottom of the 4th. Steer 0 for 1 today. Next pitch. Low and away. 2-0. This one's fouled back. 2 balls, 1 strike on Spencer Steer. Swing and a miss. Oh, I thought that was strike 3. Sorry, the count 2-2. Two-two pitch, just off the plate. Kramer trying to nail that top outside edge of the zone. Just a bit off, and the count is full. This one's lifted to right field. Santander, a few steps over toward the foul line, will make the catch, and in the inning, Dean Kramer, 12 up, 12 down. All right, it's getting to the point of the game where your boy can't be talking about how well Kramer's doing. Now we're at the point where we're just going to let him do what he does and leave it at that. You know what I mean? I know you know what I mean. David knows what I mean. Hey, David, the thing that you know what I mean, what kind of super chat would that get me if we got something like that today? Just wondering. If a home run is $1, what would that be? $2. That way you can leave a comment. I can't believe that's a thing. That's so weird. Hey, for $2, you can talk. For $1, no way, Jose. That's so ridiculous. Real Nomad Unloaded is sophisticated. Chamomile tea, straight up. Straight up, no chaser? What do you mean straight up? Not with a twist? Straight up. It's tea. He beat me, straight up. Paid that man his money. Why am I suddenly in the mood for Oreos? I don't know. Pay that man his money. Pay him. Yeah, Janet knows. Janet, you can't just name the movie. The cool thing is that we all know the reference without saying it. If you just... I know, you want to be excited. Like, I know the movie you're talking about. Yeah, I love the movie, too. Your boy's a bit of a poker fiend himself. Not so much these days. Here's a pop-up on the first pitch to third base. And the Orioles make a quick first out. Who even came up to hit there? My goodness, that was fast. That was Ryan McKenna with the one-pitch pop-up here in the top of the fifth. No, you're fine. You're fine. What are some other good John Malkovich quotes from Rounders? Oh, I will splash the pot whenever the F I please. Here's a called strike to Colton Cowser. He's in the hole 0-2. Cowser did draw a walk in his first at-bat. Never splash the pot. That one's low and away, 1-2. $4:09 a.m. And I feel like there's 4:09 in my coffee right now. This one is low, and the count runs full on Cowser. Or is it just 2-2? Wow, they switched that count really quick. 2-2, okay. Hard hit ball right to Ellie De La Cruz, though. He was positioned perfectly. He picked the short hop bounce and tosses out Cowser, but good at bat from Cowser. After getting a walk his first time up, he hit that ball real hard. 2 away here in the top of the fifth. Base is empty. Ramon Urias is at the plate. And first pitch is outside for ball 1. Prince writes some of the sickest music. Yeah, Prince was a hell of a songwriter. 1-0 is in a called strike. 1-1. Yeah, just in case you didn't get the news flash. David. The 1-1 is chopped foul off to the left. 1 ball and 2 strikes on Urias. Whoa. Pure adrenaline coming on in. Maybe bringing some people along with him. Appreciate it, Pure. Your game can't possibly be over. Oh, that's right. I forgot. We've got this crazy start time over here. This one got away from Lodolo, and Urias, that ball must have hit him. He will take his base. A 2-out hit by pitch on a sweeper that got away from Lodolo, right on the front foot of Urias. I feel like that's the 3rd Oriole batter in this series that's gotten hit right on the foot. Happened to Gunnar and somebody else. 2 down, 1 on. And speaking of Gunnar, he's up next. 0 for 2 today. 3-0 Orioles, top of the 5th. All runs coming in the first inning. First pitch is a called strike. Another 2-out rally in the works? Could be. Especially when he got the top of the order. Gunnar at the plate. 0-1. Check swing. It looks like he went around. They appeal, but no. He did not go. Thank you very much. 1 ball, 1 strike. Your boy will be back on screen here momentarily. 1-1 is just off the plate outside. Catcher tried to frame it for Lodolo. Could not get the call. And somebody please remind me to close my screen door behind me so I don't run my electric bill up. This one's off the plate, 2-2. Let me hurry up and close this. All right. Didn't miss a thing. 3-1 pitch coming. That is outside. Gunnar draws a walk. That's a second walk he's drawn in this series. That's good to see. The Orioles haven't been walking a whole lot during the first month of the season. They've sort of been sacrificing working counts and trying to be more aggressive at the plate, particularly when it comes to going after off-speed pitches. I talked about it a lot yesterday. But when that report came out about the fact that the Orioles had the lowest batting average against 95-mile-an-hour fastballs or harder, sort of letting the rest of the league know that we are sort of a team that's focusing on the off-speed pitch and being aggressive, not trying to work counts too much. Well, maybe we're starting to shift our philosophy now that the secret is out. You know what I mean? 2 out, 2 on for Adley Rutschman. And boy, I'd love for him to go deep right here because I got a home run call ready to go. The 1-0. This one's crushed into the corner down the left field line. A fair ball. That'll get a run in. Urias will scamper home. It'll be a RBI double. Henderson moves to third. Adley Rutschman continues to rake, and the Orioles now lead 4-0. Double number 6 on the season for Rutschman. Boy, he turned on that pitch. Kept it just fair down the left field line. Boom! Here comes the boom! Oh, SG, what did Cincinnati ever do to you? I mean, if you want to say F. Marge shot, I'd understand. What did the city do to you, SG? Did you park somewhere there one time and get a boot on your car? Because anytime that's happened to me in a city where I'm just trying to spend a day in, and next thing you know, I got a boot on my car. I'm like, what is this? This city stinks. How are the predictions doing, Book Doc? You don't like the Reds. Okay. All right. As long as it's the Reds and not the city itself. I mean, look at these people in the crowd. They got their red shirts on. All right. So it does kind of look like a Trump rally, but we'll let it slide, I guess. I don't know. All right. Don't mention any political names, Steve. You know how that can go. Folks, just forget I said anything. Just a lot of red hats out there. That's all I'm saying. I don't know. Here we go. 0-1 pitch. Mountcastle fouls it away. And the count 0-2. You don't like the Bengals. The Bungles. I don't like Boomer Esiason. I can tell you that much. Yeah, just talking about the hats. And speaking of hats, your boy has no plans on putting on one today unless things get a little strange. Yeah, you know who I can't stand? Boomer Esiason. And I know he was a quarterback in Maryland, but man, he's a jerk. He is a real jerk. He was a quarterback for Maryland, wasn't he? I hope I didn't get that wrong. That would be embarrassing. 1-2 the count on Mountcastle. Runners at second and third, 2 down. The Orioles with a run in. Pitch outside 2-2. I'm a big fan. Wait, you hate the Reds, but you love Boomer. SG, I just don't know if we're ever going to be able to get along. But that's okay. What are you, Patrick? Come on, man. Look, I'm all about friendly banter, but really, Patrick, that is such a ridiculous statement. I'm not even going to dignify it with a, what are you talking about? The Orioles are good. They're solid. There's a lot of teams out there looking at the Orioles organization and going, damn it, how do we do what they're doing? Mountcastle with a hard hit ball to second. India with a nice pick. And will throw it to first to end the inning. Another hard hit ball. But that'll end the inning. The Orioles do get a run in on the Adley-Rutschman RBI double. This ball game is half over. It's the Orioles 4. And when I say nothing, I mean the Reds nothing. Just going to take a look at the old pitch count here. Oh, remember. Folks, remember, it's the Charm City chat. Let's keep it charming. Trash talking is fine. But let's talk trash with an air of civility, shall we? Scoreboard. David, are you asking me to go over the out-of-town scores just by saying scoreboard? Or you want to see this scoreboard? What are you talking about? Yeah, I'm not going to be calling Ravens games. I follow the NFL not nearly as much as I do baseball. That was true when I lived in America, and it's even more true living out here. Even though it's just one game a week, it's you know how NFL is. It's a one game a week, but it's a 7-day-a-week investment in terms of keeping up. Baseball's more my speed. This is my kind of game. I enjoy watching football, but I don't think I'd enjoy calling it. I don't think I'd enjoy it. And I also think there's a lot of people out there that would do a better job. Look, I'll admit it. I got a little bit of an ego. I think I'm a pretty gosh darn good play-by-play baseball guy. I think I know how to do it. I need more practice. But for being a diamond in the rough with no professional training or anything, I think I kind of got a pretty good grasp on this. If I were to do football, That might not be good. Okay, bottom of the fifth we go. First pitch is a called strike as Kramer breaks out a curveball on the outside edge to Jake Fraley. Fraley will be followed by Encarnacion Strand and Jonathan India. This pitch is way off the plate, and the count 1-1. I'm the best around. Nothing's going to ever keep me down. The 1-1. Outside, 2-1. There is activity in the Reds bullpen already. Brent Suter, a lefty. He's got an awkward delivery. Why do I know that? Because I remember playing him on the show and annoying me with his pitching motion. 2-2 the count on Fraley, leading it off here in the bottom of the fifth. I should audition for The Voice. Yeah, but that's for singing, right? Here's the 2-2. This one's hit on the ground. Mountcastle will flip to Kramer covering the bag as Fraley was hustling down the line, but the Orioles get the out. One out here in the bottom of the fifth. And once again, just going to call the outs as they come and just point out that Dean Kramer is having a nice game so far. That's all I need to say about that. Oh, Patrick is still talking about the championships. Okay, well, Patrick, how about the fact that your organization has been around for nearly 100 extra years than us? You've got about a 94-year jump on us. Okay, I understand. The World Series not till 1901, so technically about a 53-year jump. But you still got you got a half-century jump to get a couple of extra rings. I don't want to hear it. Tell you what, take a 50-year break from baseball and give us time to catch up. Here's a line drive into left center field for a base hit. McKenna's going to track it down and hold Encarnacion Strand to a long single. And that'll do it. The perfect game and no-hitter having come to an end. That does it right there. Dean Kramer. What? SG? You can go to my OnlyFans page for answers to questions like that. It's only a $5,000 membership per day. Come on over and I'll let you know. What in the world are you asking me, sir? Want to know the count on Jonathan India. One out and a runner on first for the Reds. This one's low and away, 2-0. Yeah, 13 straight batters ain't bad. That's pretty much halfway there. 27 outs. He got 13. I'm very hairy. Okay. What would you like me to do about it? This one is in there for a strike, and the count 2-1. I mean, here's my arm. Do you see like Robin Williams like hair? Like if I were really hairy, wouldn't I have like those hairy knuckles? What do you mean I'm hairy? I've got a beard, dude. That's what the hair you're looking at is. There's hair on my head, and I got a beard. 2-2 the count on Jonathan India. Weird Charm City chat tonight. It has to be said. Everyone a little goofy on a Sunday, I guess. SG, why are you asking me questions like this, sir? You understand how absolutely strange it is to do this? I'm trying to call a ball game, my friend. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out, runner at first, bottom of the fifth, 4-0 Orioles, India at the plate. How's that? All right, well, can we be unusual without asking me personal questions about my body? How about that? Let's do other unusual things. Why would you try to distract me? Why? 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 Why would you want to do that? Here comes a payoff pitch. Upstairs, India draws. A walk. 2 runners on base now. And the red crowd finally was something to cheer about. Starting to get a little excited here, anticipating a potential rally from the Reds. 2 on, 1 out. Rutschman's out to talk to Kramer, and here comes Drew French, the pitching coach, as well. Just the 3 of them, the infield laying back. Good to know, SG. Good to know. For the Orioles, there is no action in the pen. The Reds do have somebody up. Matt, you can address me however you want. You can just, I don't even know why you need a pronoun when you're talking right to me. If you're talking about me to somebody else, say whatever you want. But if you're talking to me, you just call me by name. There's no pronoun. If you're talking about me when I'm not around, say whatever you want. What do I care? Here's Nick Martini. This one is upstairs, 1-0. Very odd chat tonight. Okay, we have established you're a silly, goofy man. Repeating it is not going to change it. This one's inside 2-0. Kramer's on 71 pitches here in the 5th with 1 out. There's a called strike. Martini got a 2-0 pitch, hittable location, decided to lay off. Two-1 is lifted in the air. Sounded good off the bat, but it'll stay in the park. McKenna makes the catch. Tagging and going to third is Encarnacion Strand, and even Jonathan India is able to tag from first and move up to second base on that deep fly ball. So it's an out, but it's a productive one as both runners advance. Now 2 runners in scoring position with 2 away. A base hit would cut this 4-run lead in half. Santiago Espinal, the next Reds hitter, 0 for 1 so far today. The first pitch to him is outside for ball 1. One 0 pitch. Popped up. People are looking. Mountie is on the warning track in the foul ground side of first base to make the catch and in the inning. So Kramer, he shows he's a little bit human. He gives up a hit and a walk. But the Reds strand 2. We go to the 6th. The Orioles ahead 4-0. SG, I'm just going to pretty much ignore all of your questions moving forward. Doesn't really seem to be any attempt to have any real talk. I mean, I'd like to sit here and have some fun chat with you, but it's like you're just asking random stuff for no reason, and I don't understand why. And if you're going to continue to do it over and over and over again, the only logical conclusion I can draw is that you're here to sort of disrupt the flow of the game. You're trying to be funny. Well, the trying part is sort of what should tell you that maybe it's not working. Should be a little more natural. Shouldn't be too much trying. You know how Yoda says, there is no try. There's only do. You know, maybe a little less trying, and you'll find that groove you're looking for. You know what I mean? Well, you know, it doesn't have to be one extreme to the other. You don't have to sit there in silence. You could just try, I don't know, just a regular chat. Like, how's your day going? Like, with an actual, clever answer. Like legitimately, how are you doing today? How's your weekend? Where are you from? What's up? I'm trying to get to know you, my friend. I'm trying to get to know you. Brent Suter is out on the mound. You feel like locking yourself in your room for an hour. Hey, we've all been there. Yeah, I've seen my share of trolls. If this is trolling, this is very light. I'm trying to actually make a connection with SG. I'm going to try anyway. If it doesn't work out, then I know how to handle it from there. Anthony Santander at the plate. First pitch is off the plate for ball one. Once again, Brent Suter, another lefty, is out on relief of Nick Lodolo. Santander with a 2-0 count. Well, there you go. A little background on your family. There you go. Doesn't that make you feel a little bit more human? No need to promise. Only time will prove whether or not you're being honest. So just relax, dude. Just relax. Chill, relax. Hopefully you're here because you actually give a gosh darn about baseball. If you don't, there's a lot of other content out there to check out. All right. Anthony Santander just reached first base, and there is a check on him just then. I guess he just drew a walk, right? This is what I get for not paying attention. My focus is back on the game. Jordan Westburg. He's got a home run today. There's a called strike. Westburg 1 for 2. Average currently at 293. This one's line foul off to the left. Boy, he got around on that one. That ball gets past the ball boy or girl down there in the corner. So we might have a few seconds of a delay here. All right. Suter leans in, gets the sign. And the 0-2 is in the dirt. A ball and 2 strikes. I guess. Is that what this is? This is YouTube. That says studio. I guess that answers your question. The 1-2 is swung on and fouled at the plate. Still a ball and 2 strikes on Jordan Westburg. SG, you've been given a huge break already. Most people have already put you in timeout, to be perfectly honest. I'm just the sort of guy that tries to give people a chance to, if they come in a little hot, to maybe cool down with a little bit of, kind, gentle nudging from your boy, the BirdWatcher. And if it doesn't work out, you're honestly not contributing right now. You're honestly not contributing. I've yet to hear you say one thing related to this baseball game. This one is up and away to Jorge Mateo, and the count 1-0. So at this point, SG, I'm just going to have to ignore you altogether because this isn't the SG show. This is Orioles baseball. The 1-0 pitch, line foul down the left field corner. SG, let's just calm down for a minute, okay? I mean, I don't know. Take a 10. Take a 10, okay? Take a 10. You'll be back for the next inning, okay? and then we'll try it again, all right? I mean, really. If you can't take hint number 18, I don't know what to tell you, dude. I can't be any more kind to you. And you can see the chat has had enough. So the chat's going to get mad at me. Yeah, Janet was ready. Yeah, I already did it, guys. I felt it the same moment you guys started saying something. I mean, I gave the guy as many chances as I could. And, you know, look, that's my way of doing things. I know some people, they want the quick hook. They don't want to sit here and listen to all this nonsense. But your boy, I know it's crazy, but I really feel like some people out there, if you just try to just reach out to them and just talk to them as a person, maybe they can just drop the whole act. But it's not always the case. In fact, it's hardly ever the case. Let's be honest. All right, we are back in bird watching mode, okay? Anthony Santander is at first base. The Reds are challenging a play on a pickoff attempt. A pickoff attempt that Santander didn't even have to slide back into the base. Maybe there was a tag. Let's get the call. The runner is out. Wow. Anthony Santander, standing, is tagged on a throw to first. How did that happen? How do you get picked off? And Santander just ran down the tunnel. Wow. So there you go. Some weirdness here. 2 down, nobody on now for Mateo. And he's got a 2-2 count after that pitch hits the outside corner. What happened there? This one's fouled off. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. What I don't understand is, did the tag come in and it got him before he touched the base, or is it one of those things where he got to the bag and then maybe he stepped off before they threw back? I'm not sure. Either way, Brent Suter just strikes out Mateo to win the inning. So a weird inning there, both in chat and in the field. Let's just erase that from memory. Going to the bottom of the 6th, the Orioles ahead 4-0. Let's just wipe this board clean and start from scratch. My goodness. Ugh. 4:39 a.m. And we've still got 3.5 innings to go. I mean, there's an outside chance you might see a little bit of sunlight popping up here before this game's over. I did get a fair amount of sleep. Thanks for asking. Went to bed around 9:30. Got up right at about 2:15. So what is that? That's almost 5 hours of sleep. So if this game ends before the sun comes up, maybe I can crawl back into bed, get a couple of more hours, and I'm all caught up. Speaking of getting all caught up, we got some more finals in here. White Sox did beat the Cardinals 5-1. Mariners edged out the Astros. The Astros lose again. 5-4 Mariners. Twins win streak finally comes to an end. The Red Sox beat them 9-2. The Rays in extra innings with a win over the Mets. My apologies to my buddy Pure for that. What I would assume was a tough loss. Guardians winning again. Yankees winning again. Those are the other 2 best teams in the American League. They're winning again today, so we have to as well. Game's going on now. Diamondbacks up by 6 over the Padres after the 4th inning. Dodgers up 4-1 on the Braves in the 7th. Marlins up by 5 over the A's in the 6th. Texas and Kansas City tied at 2 in the 9th, and what do you call it? High-scoring affair. in D.C. this afternoon. Nationals up 10-8 on the Blue Jays. Dean Kramer is out for his 6th inning of work. Here we go. First pitch swung on and missed. The Reds have not scored in 31 of their last 32 innings in this ballpark. And folks, again, I cannot explain enough. This is one of the most hitter-friendly parks, if not considered by many to be the most hitter-friendly park in all of Major League Baseball. Now, when the when the A's play in Sacramento next year, that might change. We'll see. And of course, the dimensions at Coors Field are a little bit bigger, but with the air up there, it's still a bandbox. But yeah, this is a stadium that usually sees runs. We got a lefty and a righty up. Keegan Aiken and Albert Suarez is up in relief. It'll be interesting to see him if he comes in as a reliever. 2-2 the count on Maley. The Reds catcher leading off the bottom of the 6th. Next pitch is just a bit low. Kramer just an inch away from strike 3 there. Frosting. Are we bringing up the cupcake versus muffin debate again today? This one's foul back. Maley has a full count. Kramer's on 81 pitches. Pretty good chance this will be his last inning, unless he gets 3 very quick outs. This is a swing and a miss. Well, there's one of them. The high heat, once again, working for Kramer as a strikeout pitch. Maley goes down swinging. And that is strikeout number 4. Wow, I thought Kramer had more than that. 4 strikeouts for Kramer. Back to the top of the order, Will Benson. Swing and a miss. Another high fastball. Can you check sub numbers when you get a chance for Book Doc? Sure. You did 4 more today. Whoa, Book Doc. This one's up and away. Appreciate it, Book Doc. 1 ball, 1 strike. I'll take a look here right after this next batter, okay? Blueberry muffins are the bomb. Yeah, you know what I like? I like a muffin with little pieces of apple wedges, little apple chunks. I'm crazy like that. This one's fouled away, 1-2. Shaken or stirred? Let's see. This coffee needs to be shaken and stirred. This one's upstairs. 2 balls and 2 strikes on Benson, who's 0 for 2 today. Hitting just a $196. Lot of low averages in this Reds lineup. 2-2 pitch. Just off the plate outside. Count runs full. Kramer now at 87 pitches. Payoff pitch. Swung on and missed. Kramer again with the high strike on the fastball. Also on the outside edge. I mean, that ball. Good luck with that, Benson. Take a seat, Robert Guillaume. All right, that's a very old Benson reference. 2 down in the bottom of the 6th. Here's De La Cruz. Just how you want him, with 2 out and nobody on and a 4-run lead. First pitch to him is up and away for ball 1. Can I see velocity? Yeah, Kramer's throwing his fastball about 94, 95. If you're wondering about his fastball. This one is a called strike. That was 94 on the inside edge. That's his 90th pitch. 1-1. Hey, a called strike 2, and Ellie was backing off. His body language trying to work a ball out of the ump. Ump said no. And I tell you what, the catcher was not even set up on the inside. That was a lucky call for us, I think, even though it did look like a strike. 2-2 the count after that pitch is well inside. 2 out, nobody on. Bottom of the 6th, Dean Kramer probably wrapping up his day, as this is going to be pitch number 93. And it's a called strike 3, and De La Cruz again backing his waist away as if, oh, I don't want that pitch to hit me. Well, it didn't, Ellie. It was in the strike zone, and you took it. And you looked a little bit silly there, my friend. Dean Kramer, if he ends his day with a strikeout of Ellie De La Cruz and 1 hit on the books, my God, our pitching is going off. Patrick, I honestly, I hope your Reds get better as soon as we leave town, because honestly, if I were a Reds fan, this is hard to watch. Now, I'm not saying that to pick on you, because look, anything can happen. I was talking about it last night when we're up 2-0 going into the last couple of innings, and look how close that was. So believe me. Not saying anything's in the bag, but what I am saying is that you've got 1 hit today. You had 2 hits on Friday. It's got to be tough to watch. I hope your club can get it going on offense after we leave town. That being the important part of my claim. All right, whatever that was. Wow, I was actually trying to be a little bit diplomatic with Patrick, you know? Like I could sit here and talk about, man, we're really kicking your butt. Instead, I try to reach out with some sort of an olive branch, and that's the response. Good Lord. Happy Sunday, everybody. Chat has been lovely tonight. My goodness. Charm City chat. The branding might need to be changed. Right. I'm going to go ahead and have my final lucky break, I think. As we head to the top of the 7th, Ryan McKenna will lead it off. Bottom of the order, Cowser and Urias to follow. Cinco de Kobe Mayo. That would have been so perfect. Team, it is Cinco de Mayo, and you imagine if we called up Kobe Mayo today? Unsubscribing from your garbage. You know what? Have a nice day, dude. I just sat here and tried to be nice to you. Like, fine, dude. I don't care. Maybe you came in here because there isn't a good Reds announcer to help you out. Unbelievable. Bye. Whatevs. Oh, by the way, McKenna just went deep. Ryan McKenna just went bye-bye birdie and drinks from the homer hose, and I missed it because, you know what? I'm done looking at chat tonight. I'm sorry. For whatever reason, and there's your sub count. Folks, 2 away from our... Yeah, I know. Guys, it's my fault. Cowser hits one deep to left, and it's tracked down by... Who's out there on left? Catch is made. Ryan McKenna's hit his 2nd home run of the season. There's a sub count screen. Folks, look, everything's gone crazy. Yeah, okay, so McKenna went to left field. Wow. I'm sorry, guys. I am sorry. There's a called strike to Ramon Urias. Ryan McKenna has had like 6 at-bats, and he's got a couple of home runs already. Okay, Janet, as long as you got it. It's been a little hairy tonight. Honestly, normally chat has been so cool, I don't even have to think about it. 1-1 the count on Urias, and he takes high for ball 2. Let's hope so, Janet. Let's hope it is. A couple more innings to go. This one's lying down in the corner. Urias is going to have extra bases on a 3-1 pitch. I mean, that ball dies into the corner down there. An easy double. The sprinklers are going. David, I didn't deserve that dollar for that homer because I didn't call it. Yep, it's all shaken off, Baxter. Your boy is locked back in. He's locked back in. Look, folks, doing this gig I'm doing, it's just like being a ball player. Even if you're good, you're going to have a slump here or a bad at bat. Your boy had a bad at bat today, okay? He admits it, but he's going to move on. Gunnar Henderson at the plate with 1 out, runner at second. First pitch to him is inside for ball 1. You guys today. Swing and a miss. I mean, what was everybody getting drunk at Hammer Jacks last night or something? What's going on? What's going on out there tonight? 1-1 the count on Gunnar. He is got a walk today. 0 for 2 otherwise. This one is upstairs. 2 balls and 1 strike. 2-1 pitch is just a bit high, maybe a little bit outside, right on that corner. And the count now 3-1. This might be Suter's last batter with a right switch coming up after. And this one's fouled back. Suter's already on 27 pitches. He's really not much more than a 1-inning guy. So, yeah, I would assume this is going to be his last batter. Runner at second, 1 out. And the pitch. This one's fouled away. A lot of hair fetishists in chat tonight. You guys into those hair bands from the late 80s? Are you rocking with Dockin? Here's a swing and a foul ball there by Gunnar. He stays alive. Still 3-2 on Henderson. Orioles 5, Reds nothing. Here in the top of the 7th. 3 runs in the first, 1 in the 5th, and 1 here in the 7th on the solo home run from Ryan McKenna. Full count pitch. A check swing, and down goes Henderson, and that's a strikeout. And, folks, that has got to be one of the more, man, erase this at bat from memory from Gunnar Henderson. Wow. That was ugly. He tried to check his swing on a pitch up and in the middle of his swing, he's backing out of the way, but he's already swung. He goes down to the ground. It just looked bad. Thank God Gunnar's really good. Yeah, Rob, that was not good. 2 down for Adley Rutschman. He doubled and drove in a run in his last at bat. 0-1 pitch is in the dirt, and the count 1-1. As chat now goes quiet. You like some hair bands, but you never had the long hair. My hair has never been like hairband long. I might have nearly gotten to the shoulders at one point. 2-1 the count on Rutschman. Albert Suarez is still up in the pen. He's not actively throwing, but looks like he is the guy we're going to call on next. There's a called strike to Adley, and the count even up at 2-2. Ramon Urias is at second base. He's got a double in the inning. 2-2 pitch. This one's reached for and served into left field for a base hit. Adley Rutschman, professional hitter. Urias will round third and come in to score, and the Orioles have a half a dozen on the board. Adley Rutschman continues to rake. 6-0 Orioles on the RBI single A flare over the shortstop. I mean, Adley just serving it perfectly into the spot. Absolute professional hitting from Adley Rutschman. 6-0 Baltimore. Ryan Mountcastle at the plate, and as I thought, I thought Gunnar would have been his last at bat, and honestly, probably should have been his last batter for Brent Suter. Instead, he's going to get taken out of the game now with Ryan Mountcastle coming to the plate. Obviously, you need a righty for Mountcastle, but I think they probably should have taken Suter out. He was already on 30 pitches when Adley came up to the plate, and I think that might have cost the Reds. Especially when you consider Adley faces lefties better than righties. It's just another reason to take Suter out there. But your boy's not complaining. Your boy is not complaining when the opposing team makes a mistake. That's fine with me. Hey, I say all this, and Brent Suter is not getting taken out of the game. It was just a talk. He's on 35 pitches. He's facing Mountcastle. Are they nuts? I guess it's 6-0. They're saying we're not going to use our best guys. This game's over. Really? You're going to just let the sweep happen? Okay. 0-1 the count. Next pitch is high for ball one. I am honestly surprised at this. The 1-1 is lifted in the air to right field. High ball, but will stay in the park for Fraley to make the catch a couple of steps in front of the track. So they keep Suter in there, and they get through the inning, but the Orioles put a couple of runs on the board, so we'll take it. It's seventh inning stretch time. Folks, I know we're not at home right now. That doesn't mean the John Denver in you isn't begging to come crawling out. That's right. It's time for some cakes on the griddle. Seventh inning stretch time here in Baltimore. Orioles 6, Reds nothing. And it's time for your boy to have his seventh inning lucky. Hey, folks, if you haven't hit that like button, would you consider doing it? It helps out the channel. It might seem like not too much. We got over 100 and change in here. Folks, the likes are way down. They honestly are. You guys are better than this. All it takes, folks, is a simple tap of the thumb right below your screen. And if you're wondering, Steve, why bother? What's the point? Well, allow me to explain. No, there is too much. Let me sum up. The princess is going to marry Humperdinck in little less than half an hour. So all you have to do... Oh, wait a minute. I'm sorry. That's Princess Bride. No, the reason for the like button is that it gets fed into the YouTube algorithm. Yeah. Right? So between likes on videos, between people subscribing to the channel, between view count, all of these little analytics get fed into some supercomputer, and then YouTube decides, hey, this channel might be worth promoting a little more to people out there, random people. It's going to pop up in more people's recommends. Maybe people who like baseball. Maybe people who like anything Baltimore or Maryland related. I don't know. But there is a reason. Just wanted to explain it. We're going to go to the bottom of the seventh. And just so you know, I want to be perfectly honest. My hitting a like button on a YouTube video rate is probably less than 10%. Because, I'm the kind of guy that, I don't do it that often. Hey, there's a like. Hey, Book Doc, thanks for the €1 super chat. Appreciate it. It is scientifically proven that when we win, the beer is ice cold. It is only 0.1 degree warmer than frozen. That is how cold the beer is going to be when we get 9 more outs. Albert Suarez. Albert Suarez is going to make his first appearance for the Orioles from the bullpen. Here's a guy was in our camp for spring training, did pretty well, but when it came time to cut down the roster, didn't quite make the cut, still stayed on with the organization. Then we had that rash of injuries with Tyler Wells and then Grayson Rodriguez going down. We bring up Albert Suarez, makes 2 fantastic starts. Third one, not so good. But he's going to be a guy in our pen. Spencer Steer, 3-4-5 hitters due up for the Reds. First pitch to him is in for a called strike. 94-mile-an-hour fastball from Suarez. Let's see how he does in this kind of role. That one's in the dirt, and the count 1-1. So between Tyler Wells and Albert Suarez, it feels like we have a little bit of that flexibility that's nice to have. Pitchers that can move between roles, whether they need to be a spot starter, a long reliever, or just work a late inning. This one's upstairs, 2-1 on Steer. Let's see how Suarez can get along in this role. The pitch, swing and a miss. 2-2 the count. Steer is 0 for 2 so far today. Oh, I forgot to even have my lucky. Here we go. This one's hit on the ground. In the hole, it's short. Mateo will fire across the diamond in time to retire Steer. 1 away here in the bottom of the 7th. So far, so good for Suarez. Here's a swing, and my game froze right during the middle of the swing. I guess it was a foul ball because now the count is 0-1. All right. Yeah, what are we going to do? Talk about a nice problem to have. Dean Kramer with a fantastic outing. Cole Irvin, you can't move him out of the way. John Means, 1 appearance, barely got touched. Corbin Burns obviously going nowhere, and then Kyle Bradish going nowhere. Might the Orioles even consider a 6-man rotation? It has been talked about. Here is a soft liner to the second base bag. Mateo will make the catch, and there are 2 down. 2 outs on 7 pitches for Albert Suarez. Looking good. I don't think Kimbrel's going to come out in this ball game. I mean, if we're going to use him as a closer again, we might as well give him as many days off until we have a safe situation. And, of course, tomorrow's an off day. So, yeah, between Kramer going 6th, Suarez 7th, an off day tomorrow, the bullpen for the 2-game series in D.C. should be nice and fresh. Yeah, once we get past that Nats series, the off days are going to be few and far between. Oh, this ball's tagged left field, but right at the left fielder. Is that Kalzer? Wow, that ball was right on a rope, but not to the right spot for the Reds. A liner for out number 3. Suarez, 3 up, 3 down. Good work. We head to the 8th. The Orioles ahead 6-0. Yeah, when we get to the month of June, it gets even crazier. 1 off day in the entire month of June. There's going to be more off days in the coming week than there will be in the entire month of June. Don't quite understand why they can't spread those off days out a little bit more evenly. June's going to be a test. Oh, good. My stream went down during a commercial. That'll give me a chance to get it back up now instead of in the middle of a pitch. Uh-oh. What happened there? That looked weird. All right. Well, one thing is for sure, that shoulder strain that Grayson is experiencing right now, I know they're saying it's more precaution and not too big of an injury concern, but with the way the staff is right now, they can definitely be extra careful with Grayson and maybe give him a little extra time, maybe one more trip through our rotation. Because you never know, folks. Right now we're sitting here going, man, who do we say no to in this rotation? Well, it could be a few days from now where we're going, now what do we do? Sam Moll, another lefty reliever for the Reds, is out on the mound making his 5th appearance of the season. He has yet to give up a run. First pitch is outside for ball 1. The 1-0 is a little bit inside, and the count 2-0. On Anthony Santander, by the way, my fault. Santander batting from the right side against the lefty Moll. Tony's got 1 hit today. That one is on the outside edge for a called strike. 2 balls, 1 strike. Nobody out, top of the 8th. Base is empty. The Orioles ahead 6-0. Went up by 3 in the first. Have been adding on since. The pitch is lifted foul off to the right. Actually, right behind the plate. Winds up bouncing right back in front of the plate, and Santander picks it up himself and tosses it away. It's final. The Yankees have won. All right, well, let's get our job done. If the Orioles win the day, they'll be at a season high 12 games over 500. This one is chopped across the middle. A diving stop by De La Cruz gets to his feet. But unfortunately, the first baseman can't pick the throw. I say unfortunately, folks, I'm not rooting for the Reds here, but I mean, Ellie De La Cruz nearly with a web gem of a play that just couldn't get completed at first base. A full-out dive to stop that ball going across the middle from Santander. Man. That's the second hit of the day for Tony. He needs it. Oh, boy. Here we go. So far, so good. All right, Jordan Westburg at the plate. First pitch is off the plate for ball 1. Westy with a big hit today. A home run. This one is a Baltimore chop. Big hop. India tags the bag at second, but will not get Westburg going down the line at first. So it'll be the fielder's choice. Westburg will replace Santander at first base. All right. We now have Jorge Mateo at the plate. 0 for 3 so far today. And the first pitch to him is outside for ball 1. Let me close my door now that that lucky is over. This one's off the plate outside. 2-0 on Mateo. All right, SG. You're just now your new philosophy is, well, I'll just spam with compliments. I get it, dude. You're super clever, okay? You're a very clever guy. Come on back, I don't know, Tuesday? Day off tomorrow, so plenty of time to rest. Maybe those fingers need a rest, SG. 2-1. The count on Mateo. Here's a check on the runner, and they've got him picked off. Westberg is picked off the bases. Boy, the Orioles having some issues on the base paths in this series. It has not hurt them, but my goodness, that's something I'm sure Brandon Hyde is going to talk about between now and the start of the National Series. 2-1 the count on Mateo. At least 2 pickoffs. Yeah, Cowser. Yeah, you're right. 3 pickoffs. My goodness, that is unacceptable. Here's a pop-up shallow. Second baseman India on the lip of the outfield grass makes the catch to end the inning. We go to the bottom of the 8th. The Orioles are ahead 6-0 despite some questionable base running today. That's, yeah. I'm sure Brandon Hyde's going to have a talk. And it's easier to do this way. The fact that 3 dudes, it's not going to be a situation where one guy, makes a mistake, and then you're sitting there and you're telling the whole team, hey, look, when everybody knows who he's talking about. Well, 3 guys have done it. You can sit there and have a chat and be like, all right, look, guys, let's get this, let's nip this in the bud. We're aggressive, but let's not, let's not go crazy here. All right, your boy's coming back on the screen. I'm telling you right now, this coffee I've been sipping on during this game must have like 8 times the normal amount of caffeine because, like, my brain wants to sleep, but from the neck down, I've got energy. Yeah, well, the one where Cowser was trying to, anticipate the lefty, go into the plate, trying to get that extra jump. Against lefties, you got to especially if you're not too familiar with them, which I'm sure Cowser isn't. I mean, how many times have we faced Nick Lodolo? I'm going to guess over-under is 0.5. So, yeah, you just got to be a little smarter and a little more cautious, taking your leads and taking your jumps on a lefty. Maybe that's why the Reds keep going to lefties in the bullpen. They're like, let's just have guys who can pick guys off on base. Albert Suarez is out for another inning of work. Might he go for a 3-inning save with a comfortable 6-0 lead? Suarez could finish this game out and get a save. It's possible. This one is up and in. 2-0 the count on India. There is no one doing a watch party for the Reds. Well, there you go, Rob. And that's why our boys like to come over here. One dude's coming over here talking smack about the team that, well, your team, A, can't hit, and B, don't even have anybody calling the game. This one's popped up. Third baseman, shortstop, Mateo will make the catch. A pop-up on the infield for the first out in the 8th, and Suarez is making this transition to a relief role look rather easy so far. I think Suarez just wants to pitch in the bigs. I mean, this is what you love about a guy like this that spent so many years out of the bigs. Popped up. Adley taking a look, and it's just past the screen, bouncing off the second row of seats behind home plate. Yeah, a guy like Suarez, one thing you can say without even knowing anything about him, just by looking at his career path, is that this is a guy that is in it for the love of the game. You know what I mean? I love guys like that. A lot of guys would have hung it up. 0-1 pitch to Martini is hit hard, but right to the center fielder McKenna, who barely has to move to make the catch. And there's a shot of that weird building again. I don't like it. I don't like the weird curvature of the roof. There's a few Oriole fans in the crowd. This one's hit on the ground. Shortstop Mateo to first in time. 2 shutout innings for Suarez. I'm calling it now. Bring him out for the 9th. Keep the rest of the bullpen. Just let him take off, and then we're going to have a day off tomorrow. And then in that Nat series, we're going to have Burns and Bradish on the mound with a full health bullpen. Come on. We're talking about sweeping the Reds, getting some days off, resting guys up, taking on the Nats. And as soon as that 2-game series is over, we got a 9-game homestand where we're taking on the likes of, who do we got? We have the Mariners coming. We have the Blue Jays coming. And we have one other team that I can't remember. Not a division team. Maybe somebody will help me out. Mariners, Blue Jays, and I think the other team is the first team. Who do we play next Friday? Might have to take a look real quick. In fact, might even be able to get a look. Oh, the Diamondbacks. That's right. And again, that Friday night game, that first game of the homestand is going to be on Apple TV, folks. So let me go ahead and brace you guys for the potential bad news. You can see it right here. Apple TV, first game against Arizona. Cole Irvin against, is it Brandon Fatt? I think his first name is Brandon. Okay, so your matchups against the Nats, Burns against Williams on the Tuesday game, and then Bradish versus Parker on the Wednesday game. So we've got our 2 aces. We'll have a day off, a rested bullpen. I want to sweep. Let's keep the W's coming. And then a 9-game homestand where I want to take 6 of those at least. I'm greedy. Oh, my God. We're playing the White Sox 4 times? That's an Apple TV game? You're going to put on another Apple, 2 of them in the same month? Have you no other games? Gosh darn you, Apple TV. Okay, Alexis Diaz is on the mound. This is the Reds closer who's simply trying to get some work in. He's a good reliever. But we'll be happy to have him up with a 6-run lead here in the 9th. First pitch is a called strike to Ryan McKenna. McKenna 1 for 3 today with a home run that your boy completely missed. No, John, that's a homestand. The Diamondbacks, Blue Jays, and Mariners is all at home. That's what I'm saying. We've been blessed with the schedule right now. We had a big homestand with the Yankees and who else? And then this 3-game series at Cincinnati, a day off, 2 games at D.C., which is basically home, another day off, and then 9 games at home against the Diamondbacks, Mariners, and Blue Jays. Only after that do we hit the road at St. Louis. And when we hit the road against St. Louis, that'll feature a 4-game series at the White Sox, who are one of the worst teams in baseball. 2-2 the count on McKenna, leading off the top of the 9th. Again, Diaz, the Reds closer, is on the bump. This one's way off the plate, and the count runs full. Hey, Lizzie. Lizzie, long time no see. This one is off the plate. McKenna draws a walk. And you see this a lot from closers when they come in situations that aren't normal for them. They tend to be less effective. I got a feeling if this were a save situation, Diaz is not walking Ryan McKenna to lead off an inning. We're all doing well, Lizzie, although it has to be said Charm City chat today has been a little bit weird, a little bit freaky, even by Baltimore standards. Colton Cowser at the plate. He's 0 for 2. He drew a walk back in the second. Oh, that one's right in there for a called strike. 1 ball, 1 strike on the Milkman. Runner at first. Nobody out. Next pitch is lifted in the air, left center. Going back, and this one's going to get over the head and against the wall. McKenna's running all the way around. He's coming in to score. It's an RBI double for the Milkman. The Milkman delivers, and the Orioles now lead 7-0. Touchdown, Baltimore. .104 off the bat from Cowser. Almost got out of here. Here's Urias. That one's hit hard. Right center. Actually straight to right field, and it's down. Cowser will stop at third. Still nobody out in the inning. And again, folks, this is what happens for some closers. Diaz is a pretty good closer, but he is coming in here and giving up a walk and 2 straight hard-hit baseballs. Nobody out in the inning. All right, let's ride like the wind. Let's ride this game to victory. The Orioles with 7 on the board. They're up to 10 hits now. The Reds have just 1. My God. If the Reds end the day with 1 hit. Gunnar at the plate. Takes a strike. Gunnar looking to join the hit parade now. 10 on the board. He's 0 for 3. This is a check swing. Did he go? Nope. 1 ball and 1 strike. Kevin Brown right now talking about the bullpen situation and how much help it's going to be with Albert Suarez finishing out the game. There's a swing and a miss. And the count 1-2. And how great would that be for Suarez? Okay, buddy, we're taking you out of the rotation, so you're not going to be getting those wins as a starter. But hey, how about we throw you a save once in a while? If we got a big lead after 6 innings, we go to you for 3, and you can be a sort of a blowout closer. 2-2 the count on Gunnar. That's right, folks. Just in case you didn't know, I'm assuming most of you do. You can get a save with the score being any amount of a lead if you pitch the last 3 innings. That's all you got to do. Pitch the last 3 innings. Keep the lead. You got a save. 3-2 pitch is fought off by Gunnar. That would have been ball 4, but it's fouled away. Runners at first and third, nobody out. A run already in. The Orioles with 3 in the first, 1 in the 5th, 2 in the 7th, and 1 more so far in the 9th. Cowser at third, Urias at first. This one's lifted foul, and we'll do it again. So Diaz gave up a walk, gave up 2 hard-hit balls, and now he's in a long at-bat with Gunnar Henderson. This does not look like closer material. Ball 4. That'll load the bases. My goodness, Diaz does not want to pitch. This is the thing with some closers. They hate it when they make you pitch when it's not a save situation. And it's not even like close. They hate it. I think some of them intentionally go out there and give 50% because they want to tell their manager, like, don't bring me out in these situations. Oh, Adley is due up. You know what? And this is sub-count screen time, folks. Have we gotten to Satanic Panic yet? Folks, it's time for Satanic Panic. It is the Reds, after all. Folks, we're in the 9th inning. The sub-goal was to get to the Devil's number, 666. Bases loaded in the 9th. Adley at the plate, nobody out. What do you say we get to that number? 2 people out there. I know you're watching. I know you've watched more than once. Let's get over the hump. Here we go. The pitch is in there for a strike. Rutschman 2 for 4 today. He had 3 hits yesterday, and boom! Folks, husbands, lock up your daughters and your wives. The devil is loose as Adley fouls this one away. The count is 0-2. All right, now can we move on from this number? Can we get one more person now, please? Now let's get one more, please. The 0-2. Swung on and missed. Down goes Rutschman. See, folks, now I'm worried. Rutschman just struck out with the bases loaded, okay? We got to get... No, don't go down. Oh, now we're going to play games. Okay, I get you. We'll go to the Twitter screen. How about that? I'm not going to get spoiled with the ESPN screen, and I'm not going to sit here and watch people play games on the sub-count screen. We've got a pitching change. Is this another lefty or what? Good Lord. No, it's a righty, I think. Yeah, that's a righty that's a righty glove. Okay. We're going to the bullpen. I guess with the break in the action, we can sit here and check this out. The hilarity of this. I know. Again, folks, every time we try to hit a goal, you'll always have that one super clever person that thinks they're the first one to come up with this really funny idea of, hey, I'll be that sub, and then I'll unsub, and then I'll sort of be in control of what's happening. Yeah, look at that. I'll believe it when the game's over. Folks, look, I'll just say this. If you have subbed up and you're doing it because you want to do it, I really appreciate it, okay? Honestly. We are 2/3 of the way to 1,000. And for your boy, 5 weeks into this thing, or maybe it's about 6 weeks, I don't know. 1 month and a week. It's been great. Absolutely great. Pitching change coming up. And we are past the Devil's number, so let's get out of here. Got the bases loaded here. Ryan Mountcastle is due up. That's why they're going to the righty. It's going to be Emilio Pagan. And boy, Pagan, he came out in the Friday game, and he was the reason for that 3-run rally the Orioles put together. The only 3 runs of the game came in the 7th inning when Pagan was on the mound. So I have no issues seeing Pagan come into the game right now. Bases loaded, 1 down. Mountie at the plate. Yeah, where's my little castles? Castles in the sky. Let's go. First pitch is low for ball 1 to Ryan Mountcastle. 1 for 4 today. Calzer at third, Urias at second, Gunnar at first. They had nobody out, but Rutschman struck out. This one's lifted foul behind the plate, and the count is 1-1. 7-0 Baltimore. I mean, it's been the pitching this past week, but the bats are alive too, and the pitching is still there. Everything's working right now. Defense has been on point. Got the home run ball working again. And we are doing better with runners in scoring position in this one than we have been lately. 1-1 pitch is lifted high but foul and out of play. Oh, there is the milkman delivering right there. Here's a look at that Cowsa double on your screen right here. A little something to look at. The 1-2 to Mountcastle. Swung on and missed. 96-mile-an-hour fastball from Pagan. Big cut from Mountie. Might have even heard a little bit of a foul tip on there. Either way, it's a strikeout. That's the second out of the inning. Bases loaded still for Anthony Santander. Thank God we have a 7-0 lead, or else I would be very unhappy that with bases loaded, nobody out, it's now bases loaded, 2 out. But I can, yeah, your boy's going to be able to get through this. 1-0 on Santander. That one's low and in. How about a Tata, a quad Tata? 4 potatoes. Janet, type in 4 potatoes for the grand slam. Swing and a miss. And the count 1-1. Yeah, we need 1 less potato. 7-0. We'll just go back here now. 1-2 on Westberg. And this one is hit to the right side. A diving stop. And India makes the play. Wow. Well done over there to get Westberg. But we'll take it. Anthony Santander caps off an explosion by the Oriole offense with a grand slam. We had bases loaded, nobody out. Suddenly bases loaded, 2 out. It looked like another squandered opportunity. And Tony Tatas. And again, folks, the magic that is coursing through your boy, the BirdWatcher's veins on a daily or nightly basis. Folks, it's tangible. I know you feel it. I said put 4 taters in the chat. What happened? You tell me. You can bet your bottom dollar I'm going to cut that clip out and send it around. Your boy's got some mojo over here. You best believe. We're going to the bottom of the 9th. And you know what? Where's my hat? Now I want my hat on. Why? Because I know we're good. And I want to wear the hat. All right? Trust your boy. We're going places, okay? My goodness. You believe you just don't want to feel like you're in a cult. That's fair enough, O-Bird fan. Look, I promise, nobody has to do any bloodletting. There won't be any sacrifices. Nobody has to learn any secret rituals or chants. All right, maybe a couple of chants. Okay, I'll give you this. We might be doing some chanting that some people might misconstrue as cult-like behavior, but that's as far as it goes. I mean, plus it's Orioles magic, O-Bird fan. We're talking about magic here. Cults and magic, they kind of interweave a little bit. Yeah, you kind of have to be on board. Yeah, you know, a little magic right behind me over the shoulder. No, that's Florence Pugh from Midsommar. One of my favorite films of the last decade. Looking forward to the Kool-Aid Man busting through the door. Albert Suarez is out for the 9th inning. First pitch, right down the middle for a called strike. Luke Maile getting just his 3rd at-bat today in the 9th inning. That is how little this Reds offense has done. That's a called strike, top of the zone. Little help from the ump on that one. That might have been an inch or 2 above the zone. The pitch. Breaking ball swung on and just barely tapped away to stay alive. Oh, folks, today the beer is so cold you don't even want to touch it. You're going to get frostbite on your fingertips. The beer is too cold right now. Let it sit out for a sec. The 0-2. Low and away. Oh, that Kool-Aid. You mean the Colt Kool-Aid. I'm sorry. Yeah, I'm not Jim Jones. This is lifted foul behind the plate. Yeah, nobody will have to wear Nike sneakers to bed. Nobody will have to drink any Kool-Aid. Nobody has to listen to me play a bad guitar. Yeah, this isn't, your average Colt. This is a Baltimore Colt. Hey, the Baltimore Colts. Get it? This one's fouled back, and the count's still 1-2. Yeah, you thought it was Colts like the horse, right? No, it's the Baltimore Colts. People just spelled it wrong for a long time. The 1-2 pitch swung on and missed. Sit down. Sit down. We got 2 more outs. We need to get out of Ohio. We got a plane to catch. The Baltimore Colts. Oh, no. They're going to take Suarez out? No. He could get a save. I want him to have a save. They're going to bring Mike Baumann in just to get some work because why not? Because, he's the least trustworthy guy in the pen at this point. And you would hope with 1 out in the 9th and an 11-run lead, you can go to him. But, that's a save. That's a save for Suarez. That means something. Honestly, you go looking for a contract next year somewhere, you start pointing at stats on a piece of paper, and you're like, yeah, I got a 3-inning save here. Nope. Now you don't. I kind of was hoping Suarez would finish out the game. Mike Baumann will be on to pitch. Will Benson will be at the plate waiting. I can't wait to go back and look at that Santander Grand Slam call because, again, the buildup was there with the Tatas. Oh, great. Now my touchpad is acting funny. Oh, boy. Here we go. It's touchpad time, folks. Oh, God. All right. Well, what are we going to do? I can't. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. We only need to get a couple of more outs here, and then I can turn this puppy off. Let's try to get over the hump. Come on with this stupid thing. What are you doing? Just get me back to the ESPN page, if nothing else. Right. My cursor is just not working. It's just not working, folks. No, this is not a ploy to stare at the subcount screen. You can see my cursor. It's acting crazy. I'm not touching it. We need 2 outs. We'll just hang here. Sorry about that, folks. I know how to fix it, but I have to, close my laptop, and we're so close to the end. Let's just try to get through this. Will Benson at the plate. First pitch to him is up and away for ball 1. 97 miles an hour from Baumann. Hey, good velocity, but hey, we're up 11. Throw strikes, okay? Next pitch. Swing and a miss. There you go. 1 ball and 1 strike. 669. Nice. That's a nice number to have. That's a nice number to have. This one is upstairs. 2-1 the count. Folks, when you sub up, if you do it when the sub screen is up and you know what number you are, remember your number. I love to hear it in chat. I'm number whatever. Represent. This is Squid Game, you know. 3-1 the count on Benson. The pitch. Upstairs, ball 4. Ballman, what are you doing? What are you doing? It's 11-0. Just throw strikes. This is ridiculous. We take out Albert Suarez for this? Ellie De La Cruz is now up with a runner on. And your boy feels like he's going to get a meaningless something here. It just has that feeling right now. First pitch is upstairs. Another one out of the zone. 5 of 6 pitches from Ballman off the plate. What is he doing? Next pitch. Upstairs. What are you doing, Ballman? All right, look, here's what you do. Try to throw it down the middle because clearly you're not throwing it where you want. So if you try down the middle, maybe it'll be on the edge somewhere. But for God's sakes, 3-0. Look, I'm very confident this game is in the books. But I mean, give me a break. Yeah, this is I've just lost my major league roster spot performance. Ball 4. Why did we go to him? Kevin Brown trying to be positive, saying something to the effect of right now it's about Ballman trying to stay positive. No, there's no reason. The positivity's gone. The positivity's gone. All he had to do was come in and throw strikes. Our defense has got your back, bro. Even if you give up a home run ball or two, we've got an 11-run lead. Just throw it over the plate, for Christ's sake. Pardon my French. Plus, you know what? I mean, maybe I'm being a little greedy, but I want the shutout. This pitching staff has done so good. Spencer Steer at the plate. 2 on, 1 out. The pitch. That's in there for a called strike. See? See what happens when you throw one in the zone? Sometimes they don't even swing at it. And you get a strike. It's nice. There's a called strike 2. All right, I don't know what Drew French said, but so far, so good. Come on, Ballman. For crying out loud. Coming into the game. The 0-2 is in the dirt. So, as typical on an 0-2 pitch, you don't want to throw one over, in the zone. You want to get him to chase something a little off, but that was so off the plate. It's not even a waste pitch. It's just yeah. Chat, I'm so sorry. I can't tell who's saying what because your names are blocked because I'm afraid to use my cursor right now. This pitch is in the dirt, and now we're back to a 2-2 count. He got ahead of Steer 0-2. Now back to 2-2. Yeah, Suarez did get the first out. And why he couldn't be left out there to get the final 2, I don't know. Here's a high fly ball. But it's high, not deep. And it's going to drop in anyway. And McKenna runs past it. What in the world's going on here? It was a play that everybody thought would get made, so the runners can only move up one base. The bases are loaded now. How is Ballman playing this ball? Westberg actually pushed Ballman out of the way after he made a miscue and said, "Let me get this ball, please." Bases loaded, 1 out for Jake Fraley. Folks, we're going to win this game. It's just I want the shutout, and now it's going to be like 11-2, 11-3, who knows. This one's hit hard in the center and down in front of McKenna. 1 run is in. And that's it. Everybody moves up a base. It's now 11-1. Mike Baumann stinks. Okay? He's not good. He's not good. I'm sitting here trying to enjoy this fantastic win, and here we are in the bottom of the ninth. I shouldn't be as upset as I am. Everything, big picture, everything's great. But, I mean, just what are you doing out there, dude? Here's a foul back from Encarnacion Strand. Bases loaded, 1 out. Baumann still out there. I'm sure Hyde wants him to complete the game because if it's about confidence, if you have to pull him and he can't get 2 outs, he hasn't gotten 1 out. The pitch swung on and missed. 0-2. So yeah, run in. So what is that? 5 straight batters? He's unbelievable. There have been more people to reach base against Mike Baumann than I think the entire series combined. There's a called strike 3 on the outside edge. Out number 2 in the 9th. My God. Let me see if my cursor, my cursor, I can't even see where it is. It's just lost. I don't even know how I'm just going to end the stream. I can't even cut off the damn stream. Jonathan India at the plate. 2 down in the 9th. The pitch is upstairs for ball 1. Mike Baumann, what are you doing? This one is hit in the air, center field. This should do it. McKenna's got it, and the ball game is over. Well, we almost had a shutout, but we'll take an 11-1 final as the Orioles get their 3rd sweep of the season. They did it to Boston, they did it to the Twins, and now they've done it to the Reds. The Orioles with the win, 11-1. I got to try. Hold on. I'm going to just do this real quick. I'm hoping that that'll work. Oh, God. Now you can hear something, can't you? Maybe you can't. I don't know. Let me close this. All right. I've got my cursor back. That's what matters. My cursor is now back. And now I can look at the chat again. What do we got? Everyone needs to enjoy the sweep of the series. Yeah, now we can enjoy it. I'm sorry if I got a little too upset about Mike Baumann there. It's just, you come in with an 11. I wanted Albert Suarez to get a save. That's the number one thing. He just deserves something like that, don't you think? David's already out. David, thanks for being here. David's had enough. Folks, we hit our sub goal. Thank you so much. We got a sweep. Thank you so much. We kept the Reds to just 3 hits today. 2 hits on Friday. And I think, 4 hits yesterday? So 7 hits for the whole series and 2 runs. Hey, Matt, thank you so much. Just going to go over the box score real quick, and then we'll get you out of here. Again, we have coming up on Tuesday night. Let me check that start time again real quick. Against the Nats. It's going to be Corbin Burns on the mound against Williams. Is that the Williams that used to pitch for the Cubs? What's his first name? Drawing a blank. 6:45 p.m. on Tuesday. So 6:35 p.m. on Tuesday, folks. If you don't get notifications from my channel, then mark your calendars. 6:35 p.m. I'll be on the air. Hey, one more sub to get to 670. Maybe we'll get there as I go over the box score and wrap up the show. Great performance from Dean Kramer. 6 innings of 1-hit baseball. Gave up the 6 hits. Did not give up the home run ball. I'm pretty sure that's the first time this season he's been able to avoid the home run ball. Suarez came in and was great in relief. 2 1/3 innings. Did not give up a hit. His ERA now just a hair over 2. And then some other guy came in later. All right. At the plate, Gunnar had an offer but walked twice and scored. Adley with a couple of hits, a couple of RBI. Mounty with a hit and a run. Santander. I Santander you to give up on Tony Taters. 5 RBI special. 3 hits, 2 runs. Throw in a walk for good measure. That's how you get out of a slump. Westberg with the opposite field shot today. A couple of RBI. A run scored. Mateo had an 0 for 4, but solid play in the field. McKenna with another home run. Scored twice. Drew a walk. Hitting .375. What in the world's going on there? He did look a little uncomfortable there late in the game in the outfield, though. I don't want to see a center fielder struggling with the ball. Colton Cowser, he got off the schneid. He hit his 8th double of the season. That drove in a run, and he also scored. He also drew a walk. And Ramon Urias with a couple of hits. Scored 3 runs. More runs scored by Urias than anyone. So even the number 9 hitter coming through. Folks, any way you slice it, the hitting, the pitching, the defense, everything except Mike Baumann was fantastic today. All right? Again, come on back Tuesday, folks. It was a pleasure. I'm trying to bring the chat up one more time. Great job as always, Janet, and the same goes to you. Thanks so much for helping mod the chat here. Maria, Cameron, Steve, I have to go get ready for work. All right, you do that. And have a good day at work. Baxter, great call. Thank you, sir. You have a good rest of your day. Chris, fun game. I tell you what, winning by 10 runs, I'll take it. Kathy, enjoyed listening. Thank you, Kathy. Matt, great game, great call. I appreciate you too, Matt. And, now I'm starting to see some names I think I've already mentioned. I don't want to miss anybody. Randall, how you doing? Thanks for coming in. The Book Doc, thanks for the super chat. Thanks for the super chats tonight, guys. $10. Hey, that's going to buy me a meal and put a few more bucks in the jar for the new chair. We didn't get Baumann out, but fortunately we got through it. Charles, yes, that was a powerful game indeed. Foo, I'll just pronounce it that way. Booty Smacker checked in. All right, a lot of people are here. Josh, thanks so much. Folks, if I didn't shout you out, I wasn't trying to leave you out of it. What's the score? The score final, 11-1 Baltimore. We are now 23-11, 12 games over 500. That is the best of the season. Folks, as you can see behind me, the sun is up, so I'm out of here. I'm going to go enjoy a brand new day. It is Monday morning already. All right? You guys have a good Sunday night. We're going to have a day off. Come on back. Don't forget the BirdWatcher. Tuesday night, we're playing the Nats. It's the BW Parkway series. Come on in and watch it, okay? Have a good one. It's your boy, the BirdWatcher. I'll chirp at you later. Good night, everybody.